Hi folks, Honda Ford Trax 300 four-wheel drive 1998 vintage. So what am I up to today? It's about 4 o'clock. It is 27.9 degrees Celsius, 52% humidity. That's equal to 82 degrees. It is Monday, the 11th of May, and my batteries are back to charging. We got some storms that are supposed to blow in tonight. For any of you pilots out there, you got those rough clouds, a lot of turbulence in those. If you're attempting to fly through them, I guess it's better to stay away from them. So, what am I up to today? You guys remember I patched up that TRX200SX engine to put on the golf cart EZGO electric golf cart to gas conversion. So I set that all up. I got it started. It runs beautifully. It leaks more oil than the Valdez. So turns out, you guys remember there's a hole underneath here. So I patched that up, but I mean it's squirting out oil all through here. Basically this cover needs to come off, and it needs some real love and attention. This engine is not really going to be where I could see it, right? It's going to be buried back here, underneath here, somewhere in the ass of this thing. So I can't have a leaky engine back there. I can't count on patching it up and hoping for the best. So I dug through the hoard, and I had found this engine when I was doing the cleanup in here, whenever that was, I guess in the fall. And this engine is off of a 1986 Honda TRX200SX that I actually owned and ran, but it was an oil weeper. It didn't leak oil, but it weeped oil. And if you could kind of see, it used to weep some oil, particularly I guess probably from down here, right, perhaps right there. So but the top of this is all in pretty good shape, right? Don't see anything bad going on up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this engine back into service. I took it off a bike. I even remember putting those numbers on it. I took it off a bike once again because of the weeping. I never liked bikes that leaked. Always annoyed me. So there we go. I gotta get that off, put this one on, fire it up, see what shape I'm in with that. Wife's car is due, I think it's for inspection this month, May. So while I'm fooling around with this stuff, I also got to consider, yeah, it's due in May. So that's why you guys are seeing the tires floating around. It's got bowling balls in the back. Right. So the fronts aren't great, but they're not bowling balls yet. They'll probably skate through inspection, though I don't know. I'll probably do all 4. I have 4 to put on it. Anyway, so other than digging out this engine, which I might add was extremely painful because it was on the far side of the backhoe on those shelves, all the way on the bottom, right, literally the bottom shelf. So I had to kind of climb in that hole and pick it up, and first put it on the fender, then the seat, then over here, and of course I knocked this over and had to play 52 million pickup, and you know, I got it out of there. The other area I had to dig my way into is, you guys might not realize this, but the Horde has a tire changer. And I mean, other than Harvey, there's a tire changer. If you go all the way back, I think it's an old Colts, not sure. The guy, I think, told me it was a Colts. I always call this the tooth bar, because I don't know how many people have knocked their teeth out with it. So yeah, it's an old timer. I picked it up. Believe it or not, I paid $40 for it back then. God, it's probably worth that major part in metal. Unfortunately, this clampy thing, you know how you kind of put it on the tires and this comes up and that goes down and it pops the bead. That doesn't work anymore. If you give it air, it just hisses at you. And this part here, that's supposed to either put the tire on or take the tire off. Last time I used it, this still went around. This time I went to use it and it wouldn't do anything. It has it goes, it kind of ratchets itself around, but it stopped doing that. So it's basically a dead weight, and you go back to the old-fashioned bars, right? That and profanity. If you are changing tires, I do recommend the bead lubricant stuff. Makes life a lot easier. Kind of painted on with the brush right there. Makes life a lot easier. Looks like pee, but it does a wonderful job. I bought a spare set of rims because I wanted to get to 6 rims. I want to actually put snow tires on this rig this year. I don't currently own a 4-wheel drive, and I don't think I'm buying one before winter, so I bought a spare set of rims. The rims were $130 for the pair delivered. The tires were like $225 for the 4 of them delivered. It was tire racked through eBay. It came with the postage and all. So great tires. I don't know, Kenda, Kenda. So I checked the wheels before I put the tires on them to make sure they went on the back of the car. And while I was checking out the back of the car, I pulled the back drum and took a look at the brakes. The brakes are still in pretty good shape, though they could use a couple of clicks on the adjuster. And once again, the rims go right on the way they're supposed to. So probably what I'll do is, I don't own a balancer, don't pretend to have a balancer, so I'm going to probably take these, get them balanced tomorrow, jack up the car, check out both sides for the brakes, and Slam these on the back. Hit them with a certain amount of that anti-seize. The back wheels that were on the car gave me a little trouble coming off. It took a couple of swats with a dead blow hammer, but they did come off. And there was anti-seize on them, but they haven't been off in like forever, in years. So they fought me a little bit. You can see today's like a ADD day for me. I'm playing with tires and then searching for engines and knocking over electrical stuff and having to pick it all up, which is actually, though it's a pain in the ass picking up all those nuts and bolts. Now I know what's in that box, right? I kind of bought it as a unknown. I have an air conditioner above here. It's dripping into here, but I don't know, it's about 4 o'clock. This has been dripping in here since I don't know, when did I put this barrel out? Somewhere around noon, 1 o'clock. So that's like 3 hours worth of water. It's helping dry the house out quite a lot. Okay, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and you know, the support, the advice, all that stuff. Subscribing for sure. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please remember to enjoy all your days. Go out, it's a tad hot, but get outside anyway and enjoy your time in the sun. It wasn't that long ago, but 3 months. What's it, May? No, 2 months, right? Even in March, beginning of March, I was fighting a couple of feet of snow on the ground here. So, you know, it might be a little hot, but it beats trying to fight your way through snow. So get out and enjoy your nice warm weather. All right, folks, take care. We'll catch up with you all soon. Once again, thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Bye now.